Hi, this is Ken Green. I preached here at Westminster this last Sunday. I'm a church consultant with Board of Pensions, and I have the privilege of being with you in worship, and this is Life with Luke, number 67. Our text was from Luke 19. It's right after the triumphal entry. And so Jesus has arrived in Jerusalem, and Luke tells us that he was teaching in the temple every day. So his teaching ministry in Jerusalem took place in the temple. And along the way, a group of chief priests and teachers of the law and elders of the people, first time we actually heard that term from Luke, confront him. We hear in the beginning part of the text that that group was frustrated with him, actually was seeking a way to kill him, but they couldn't because the crowds were so hanging on Jesus' every word. His popularity was too great. They couldn't pull that off. So this group, which Jim Edwards identifies as probably a delegation from the Sanhedrin, the religious leadership in Jerusalem, come to Jesus and demand to know by what authority he does these things. Well, what things? This text actually begins with Jesus turning over the tables of the money changers. And Luke points out that Jesus drove out those who were selling, not those who were buying, drove those who were selling stuff out of the temple and said, my house shall be called a house of prayer, but you've made it a den of robbers. So they weren't very happy about that. And they asked Jesus by what authority he did that. And in classic rabbinic fashion, Jesus said, well, let me ask you a question. Kind of, you answer mine, I'll answer yours. And Jesus said, tell me about John's baptism, his cousin, the John the Baptist. Was that baptism from heavenly origin or from people, from human origin? And this group gathered together. They don't answer Jesus directly. They say, well, what should we say? If we say it's from heaven, then he's going to ask us why we didn't believe him. And if we say it's from a human origin, then the people are going to stone us because they believe that John's baptism was heavenly. So they're kind of on the horns of a dilemma. And so they say to Jesus, we don't know. And so Jesus says, okay, I'm not going to answer your question either. What I wanted to have people take from this, and as I wrestled with the text myself, I came to realize that many times we find ourselves kind of in the same situation as that group from the religious leadership. When Jesus confronts them, or when they confront Jesus, Jesus asks them a question, and their response was to worry about what other people would think, instead of what's the right answer, or what's true, or engaging in any kind of relationship or dialogue with Jesus. They get all concerned about the crowd, instead of engaging with the one asking the question. And so my encouragement is that instead of being all concerned about the crowd, that we work to live our lives to an audience of one. If we can do that, then we're going to have a very different encounter with the living God. So I hope that you'll go and take a listen to that sermon, and that you enjoy the rest of the walk through the Gospel of Luke as Westminster continues their Lectio Continua series. All right, thanks.